You know that your product or service is great, you know it helps people, but your content's not landing, your ads aren't converting, your DMs are dry. The problem usually isn't your offer. It's that you haven't nailed who you're talking to, where they're spending their time, or how to actually reach them. So in this video, we're going to piece that puzzle together step by step. We'll map out how to discover the who, what, where, when, and why of your target audience so you know how to connect with them in a way that really builds trust. I'm going to show you how you can figure this out manually or get a little help from AI to speed things up. Either way, by the end of this video, you will have a full target audience profile that you can use across your content, campaigns, and offer strategy. Fortunately for us, HubSpot has created an amazing free template to help map out and keep track of your audience. I'll be showing you how to fill it in throughout the video, so grab it now for free. The link is in the description. Let's piece your target persona together. Before you can figure out who you're talking to, you need to get really clear on what you're actually offering them and why it matters. I'm not talking about your offer on the surface. I'm talking about the real transformation that you're offering. So for example, me, I don't just teach YouTube and podcast strategy. I help small business owners show up online with video easily to build trust and turn content into consistent leads without becoming full-time content creators. See the difference? One is a service, and the other is a solution to someone's actual problem with a what, why, and how. So let's do yours. First, I'm going to show you how to do it by yourself, and then we'll get a little help from the robots. To do it yourself, grab a pen, open a Notion document, a Google Doc, notes on your phone, whatever you use to brain dump. Start by writing down 4 things. 1, what product or service do you offer? 2, what's the transformation it creates? Think saves time, reduces stress, increases revenue, builds confidence. 3, what values are likely most important to your audience? Now, I don't mean features, I mean vibes. The why behind someone choosing you over someone else. Think simplicity, affordability, empowerment, sustainability, transparency, you get it. And 4, why are you doing this work? What's your personal why behind the brand? You don't need it to be perfect right now, just get it out, the clarity will come. Now let's get Google Gemini to help. This is free, just go to gemini.google.com, and here's the prompt that you can use. Here's my business. Insert your business description or website link. What transformation am I really selling? And how would you describe that in plain, relatable language that connects with my ideal audience? Follow up with, what values are most likely important to my audience? And which ones should I emphasize to stand out from competitors? Seriously, Gemini is really good at cutting through the fluff. I use it like a business coach in my back pocket. Now, open your free HubSpot audience segmentation spreadsheet. Remember, it is linked in the description. Go to the behavioral section and find product and service values. Drop in the 2 to 3 core values that best represent what your offer stands for and how it builds trust. These values aren't just feel-good words. They'll shape your messaging, visuals, tone, and overall brand vibe. So this is where the magic starts. If your target audience is anyone who needs this, you don't have a strategy, you have a guessing game. The truth is, vague audiences lead to vague content, and vague content doesn't convert. Let's fix that. If you're doing it yourself, it's time to go into detective mode. Go to Reddit, Quora, or even Facebook groups and search for topics related to your offer. For example, I could search YouTube advice on Reddit, and I'll see all of these questions and answers that I can now analyze. Now remember, you're not just lurking, you're listening. Look for questions that come up over and over again, the exact language people use when they describe their pain points, any posts that say, I wish there was something that, those are gold. Write down what you're noticing, common challenges, desires, worries, anything that paints a picture of the real human behind the screen. Now, if you already did your what and why prompt with Google Gemini, type this in the same Gemini thread. Who are the top 3 types of people most likely searching for this solution? What do they care about? And what do they struggle with? Boom, you're gonna get a breakdown of personas that you can build from. Get even deeper by asking follow-up questions like, what motivates this person to take action, or what kind of content would resonate the most with them? To keep track of all this information, open up your HubSpot audience segmentation spreadsheet. In the demographics section, fill in things like age range, gender, income, and education if relevant. And then you'll move into psychographics. This is the fun stuff. What do they value? What do they fear? What's driving their decisions? Okay, we've identified who they are. Now let's figure out where they hang out and when they're the most likely to say yes to your offer. Knowing who your audience is isn't enough. You need to know where they scroll, what city they're in, and when they're the most likely to say, yeah, this is exactly what I need right now. This section is about uncovering 3 things: where they spend time online, what's going on in their life when they're searching for help, and the real-world places like cities, countries, and communities that they live and work in. Let's break it down. To figure out where your target audience hangs out online, start with competitors. Check out who's commenting on their Instagram, their YouTube, their TikToks. What kind of people are engaging? Then look at your own analytics: YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, even Google Analytics. This way you can figure out what platforms they are the most active on. To discover when they're ready to buy, think about key life or business moments that push them towards action. Are they launching something, scaling, dealing with burnout, hiring a new team member, doom scrolling at night? Finally, you want to understand where they are in the world. Look at your analytics for top cities or countries. Think about language, time zones, or cultural events that may affect how and when they interact with your content or offers. If you want some help, open up your Google Gemini thread and say, based on this persona, where do they spend time online? What platforms do they trust, and what times or events trigger their need for this solution? Also include likely geographic regions, countries, or cities where this audience is concentrated. Let Gemini do the heavy lifting and then layer in what you already know from your audience or community. Jump back into your HubSpot audience segmentation template and fill in technographics. Here you'll include what platforms they're using, what tools they trust, where they scroll and search. And geographics, so cities, countries, languages, time zones, anything that affects when and how they might interact with you. You've got a full picture now: who they are, what they care about, where they scroll, and when they're ready to take action. Final puzzle piece coming up now: how to speak their language and build real trust. To connect with your audience, you have to sound like someone they trust, someone who gets them, their bestie, if you will. It's not just about what you say, it's about how you say it. Let's talk about how to use everything we've gathered so far to speak their language in a way that builds real connection. Here's how to do it manually. Go back to the research you did on Reddit, Quora, YouTube comments, wherever people are talking. What exact phrases, metaphors, or questions do they use? Skim reviews or testimonials from your niche on a website like Trustpilot. What's the emotional language that people use when they describe their problems or wins? Practice rewriting your homepage, Instagram bio, or sales pitch using their words, not yours. Even swapping 1 or 2 phrases can make your message land way better. If you've filled out the HubSpot sheet or you have your research saved, you can paste that Google Sheet link or your brainstorming document right into Gemini. Just make sure that it's set to anyone with the link can view. Or if you've been chatting with Gemini this whole time, just say, based on this persona and their challenges, what tone, phrases, or messaging would feel natural and trustworthy to them? Give me examples of headlines, Instagram bios, video hooks, and email subject lines that would stop them mid-scroll. You can even upload a sales page, landing page, or website and ask Gemini, can you rewrite this using the tone and language that would resonate with this audience? It's like having a brand voice editor on standby. All right, now you've got all the puzzle pieces, but let's talk about implementation, because this shouldn't just live in a spreadsheet. For my AI lovers, open up Google Gemini and say, create a Google Doc summarizing the key details of my target audience based on everything we've discussed. From there, Name the chat something like your brand name, audience persona, so you can reuse it. You can now ask it to write things in your audience's tone, like YouTube titles and video scripts, website headers and product descriptions, ad copy and email subject lines, even your Instagram bio. It's like giving Gemini a cheat sheet for your brand voice. If you're doing this manually, use your gut. Anytime you're about to write or say something for your brand, pause and ask, if my ideal customer overheard this at a coffee shop, would they lean in or tune out? That one question will instantly make your messaging tighter, more human, and way more effective. Your audience isn't a mystery, you just need a better system for finding them, listening to them, and talking to them. So grab the free segmentation template linked below. This is what I use on every single project to get clear on who I'm talking to and how to reach them. Then comment below and drop a blurb about your target audience, and I'll see if it needs any tweaking or additional information. If this video helped you out, hit that like button and subscribe for more weekly videos designed to help make your marketing more accessible. If you haven't already watched my ChatGPT prompts for business video, I'm gonna link it at the end of this video. You can use any of the prompts in it in Google Gemini as well to help implement AI into your marketing efforts. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. My name is Bridget O'Rourke. Feel free to connect with me online, and I'll see you next week. Bye.